super hot and my hair was actually super tight curls just about 20 minutes ago, and it has deflated this fast. So I thought it would be an ideal time to show you a snood tutorial, because I haven't done a snood tutorial in a very long time. And I've shown you some photos at the beginning here of some snood tutorials that I've done in the past. Snoods are great, I love them, but unfortunately my hair has lost a lot of its curl, so we're going to do something a little different than what I had originally anticipated. I was going to show you the way if you do a wet set and you just let the curls fall loosely over the forehead, it just makes such an easy snood style. But snoods are excellent for high humidity. They're excellent for a lot of different occasions, car shows, anything time you're going to be hot and walking around. That's what a snood is for. Ladies used it in factory work in the 40s, so it's something that everybody can and should do or know how to do. There are a lot of snood tutorials on YouTube. Cherry Dollface just did one recently. A Vintage Vanity has done some. One of my favorites is by Pinup Doll Ashley Marie. She does a lot of high volume, beautiful rolls. So victory rolls and snoods are a wonderful combination. I'm going to show you kind of a sort of a halfway victory roll style that you can do on a second day set. And this video is going to be a collab video between me and Jen of A Vintage Vanity. So you will see a couple of options today that you can do. We're going to put them together. So this is just a super quick style. Okay, so I'm going to part my hair on the side. And I'm going to take the side on the lightest side of the part. So I'm going to go ahead and separate that first and foremost. So I got a pretty good sized chunk right here. And I am going to twist it and flip it out of the way. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this section here, going from the top of the head all the way over to the back of the ear. And I'm going to take these curls and I'm not going to brush them completely out. I'm just going to twist them. So what I'm going to do is take my hair and sort of tease some volume into the back. You want the back to be nice and voluminous. Okay, because the more hair that you've got back here, the more it's going to fill the snood. It's kind of the most important part. I like this brown one, so I'm going to use this one, but the elastic hasn't dyed, and this one, the black one, the elastic had dyed. Okay, so I'm going to take all of my hair and stuff it into the pocket of the snood. And this is the part that sometimes can be tricky. You'll have to kind of play around with it until you perfect it. But you're going to pull the elastic part of the net up onto the top of your head and then place it behind your ears in such a way that it sort of covers the part of the front section. So you're going to put all this hair back in the snood. And the great thing about the elastic is that it keeps your hair kind of in place. And I'm going to put a bobby pin right at the crown where my snood hits the top of my head. And then I'm going to take the back of it and pull it back around. And a snood tends to be a little bit more formal and a little bit more, not formal necessarily, a little bit more decorative than just a netted style. So you will see some netted styles on my channel as well. So right now I've placed the majority of my hair into the snood, and any little pieces that are falling down in the back, I just kind of stuff them up and pin them out of the way, because that part will always be the hardest part, is to get everything out of the way. So you're going to get the majority of your hair into the snood and then sort of just fluff it up a little bit. And you'll see that it hangs there in sort of an attractive, almost Renaissance-ish style. A lot of people don't realize that snoods were around in the 40s, but they were a very big deal. You'll see a lot of styles, or a lot of actresses incorporated snoods into even more formal shoots. Okay, so not the fullest style ever, but our snood is now in place. And then what we're going to do is take down the pinned portions, and I am going to split this section on the heavy side of the part into two pieces. I'm going to split it into let me pin this forward just a little bit more. I want it to be a little bit more secure. There we go. So that's a little better. So the snood is now placed firmly over the crown of the head. And now I'm going to take my hair and do we're going to split it into 3 sections. The top section is, you can put this into a very structured roll. Instead, I'm going to take this and do it into, now preferably this would be super curly, but I want it to be a little bit soft. So I'm going to take this and sort of form a few loose curls with it. So not any particular rhyme or reason to it. I'm going to take it and sort of just kind of create some curls. We're going to do like little pin curls. Loose ones and a couple of them tighter than others. But I want it to be loose and sort of freeform. I don't want there to be any teasing or structure to it. I'm just going to wrap my hair into some curls and see how this one's kind of falling loose. I like that. This is literally going to be freeform 40s, and you actually will see this in a lot of your granny's photos. Sort of freeform curls over the top of the head. This was actually my granny's favorite way to wear her hair. So I'm doing sort of an homage to my granny. Okay, so I've got like a few little loose, like a nest of little curls up here on the top. I like that, so I'm going to keep it like that. And then I'm going to take this side. I'm going to act like I'm doing a victory roll, but instead of doing a victory roll, I'm going to pull it forward and pin it at the top so that the end of this section is joined in with this other section right here. And I'm going to take that curl and pull it a little bit looser. And just sort of pin it wherever I feel like there needs to be slightly more structure, but I don't want it to be, like I said, a super structured style. So I'm going to use see, that's like my favorite 1940s look, and this is, like I said, something that my granny did a lot of. So lift, loose curls, volume, that kind of thing. And again, we can take this and structure these curls out just a little bit, but not too much. We want them to stay nice and soft, and they want them to look really freeform. Okay, and then I'm going to take this side. I'm going to take this side, and I'm going to lift it straight up and do the same exact thing. Leaving the ends free. You might can create another curl with those loose kind of catty ends, like frazzled ends. Twisting it up. Yeah. There we go. So it's sort of a victory roll, but not really. The most important part of this style is keeping it uniform so that it looks like everything is sort of on purpose and joined, but still keeping it freeform. So I'm pulling this side forward, kind of formatting that curl. And I'm going to pin it here in the back as well. But formatting the front features of your style over the snood will help hide the snood and make it look a little bit neater. So right now, what I'm pinning is actually, I'm pinning it sort of into the snood. And I'm gonna pull, there's not a lot of curl here, so I wanna pull this and make it more of a, see, it looks a little more like a double roll than it does a full-on victory roll. And there's a snood style for you. And you can totally do whatever you want with your snood style. You can, let me see. Snoods go beautifully with flowers. They go beautifully, just gorgeous with flowers. So definitely use them to utilize your flowers and your hair clips. I usually put them on the least neat side. And you can, I actually have a spray, hold on a second. Definitely utilize shine sprays. I have a shine spray somewhere that I'm not sure what I did with, but anyway, so yeah, I'm keeping it a little soft, a little full-bodied on the top. You can see that there's like curls kind of messed in with a few little rolls. A huge full-body flower, even a couple of them would be appropriate, since this is my phenomenal spring bell blossom that I sort of obsess over. Will go beautifully with it. I could throw in a couple of purple flowers as well, so just like go crazy with the accessories, go crazy with the flowers. There is no reason whatsoever to have rules when it comes to a snood. When it comes to your flower clips, you can see how lovely it looks. It just doesn't matter. And you can take I love my bell blossoms because of the leaves, like I've always told y'all. But you can do it. You can bring your flowers up onto your head a little higher. So go crazy with your flower clips. It's a great time to break out the big flowers, the satellite dishes. Rotating Sputnik on the side of your head. So anyway, this is my snood tutorial. I hope you enjoy it, and let your curls kind of decide what they want to do. They have sort of started to fall by this point. If you're using a snood, you may not have actually styled your hair with a snood in mind. So they may have started to fall a little bit, and if that's the case, then you can always utilize this sort of a style to kind of let them do what they want to do. So I hope this helps you, and once again, I'm back to formula here. This is my Nashville Boogie t-shirt. When I first started this channel, I was doing fancy hairstyles with t-shirts. So, so I'm back to formula, but hopefully y'all enjoy this, and let me see, I haven't even looked at it in the mirror. Let me see if it looks decent. You can actually put a little bit of false hair in your snood as well. You can also pin it up so that it's a little shorter. This was just a quickie tutorial, but absolutely do what you feel like makes the snood looks better. If you put a lot of false hair in a snood, it sticks out a little more. It just looks a little less flat and loose. And once again, like I said, I'll be coming back to you with really beautiful like netted styles as well, which I sometimes find to be a little bit more appealing for me. I've done a few of them in the past, so we will be revisiting those as well. So we'll see you. Bye.
More beers while she sat with a friend.